Hello, fellow duelists and collectors. Today I will be showcasing my zombie deck, which I think is maybe, I don't know if it's up to par with the new format, but I think in general for tournaments amongst friends, it is underrated. So I'll get right into it. First, we have a Dark Armed, very standard because it's a dark deck, and Dark Armed I think is essential for all dark decks. Very helpful card, very powerful card. Good stuff. Then we have 3 Zombie Masters. For a zombie deck, I think this card is very broken and very essential, very helpful. Brings back Zombie from the grave by discarding a card. What's not to love? Then there's a Mizuki, which I would probably have at 2 or 3, but I only have 1, so kind of have to leave it at that for now. I need to get more someday, maybe, eventually. But for now, it's good with 1 and it's fun. 2 Samurai Skull, because if it even leaves the field, its effect activates, which is awesome. And it also, which that effect is the, actually, yeah, that effect lets you special summon a level 4 lower zombie from your deck except itself. Also, that's for a card effect. When it's normal summoned, you can send a zombie from your deck to the graveyard, which is immensely helpful. So I run 2 of that. I run 1 Zombina. It's mainly for getting back stuff like Pyramid Turtle or Goblin Zombie to get more stuff in your hand, add more protection. And then obviously I have 3 Pyramid Turtle because bring out any zombie with less than, I think it's 2,000 defense? Yeah, less than 2,000 defense from your deck, which is like, oh my gosh, just that's very few zombies that aren't in here with that. So it's almost every card in the deck, which is super helpful, and it's a decent defense. 2 Goblin Zombie. It's very helpful, but I don't know. I kind of switch off between 2 and 3. Right now I'm running 2. Adds a card from your deck to your hand, which is super awesome. 2 Plague Spreader Zombies, because it's the primary tuner. Gets to special summon from your grave if you return a card from your hand to the top of your deck, which can be helpful in a lot of situations. But mainly, I mean, this deck isn't actually focused around synchro summoning. I also use Pain Painter because he is a similar tuner type monster to Plague Spreader and can be helpful for synchro summoning some of the better synchros of the deck. Kasha comes in a lot of handy because sometimes when your opponent's monsters, like let's say, can't be targeted or can't be destroyed by card effects, this gets over that by returning them to the deck, which is super helpful. And then it uses their monsters to bring its own attack power up, which is awesome. Now this is the most important card of the deck. Endless Decay. 0 defense, so mind you, Pyramid Turtle can bring it out easily. And it can be normal summoned. It's a 5-star, so you could normal summon it. But its effect is, if you have 2,000 life points or less, you can special summon this card from your hand, if you want. When this card is normal or special summoned, this card's attack becomes half of your opponent's life points. So that means if you get this out early game, its attack's instantly 4,000. If you get all 3 out early game, you have 3 4,000 attack point beaters, which is just insane, especially if you have cards like Pyramid of Wonders protecting them or giving them a power boost along with like Zombie World. But it's just insane how much attack you can get off of those guys. So yeah, 3 Pyramid of Wonders for the protection and attack point boost. Super essential card. I think all zombie decks should have 3 of them because they're so good. 3 Zombie World, I think that's very standard, especially for this style of zombie play. And it's a very good card, especially when it changes your opponent's monsters' types. 3 Call of the Mummy. I don't know if you necessarily need it at 3, but it can be helpful at 3 for trying to blow up the field a little bit. And I run 3 in this format, especially because sometimes you will want to like special summon a monster so you could tribute it for Endless Decay, which can be super helpful. 3 Book of Life, again, standard for zombies. You know, summons a zombie from your graveyard and banishes a monster from your opponent's graveyard, which is awesome. I don't see the downside unless your opponent doesn't have a monster and you can't use it, but then, you know, that's okay. You hold on to it for later. 3 MSTs, which is sort of a common theme amongst my decks because I don't have Twin Twister, and also it's a quick play, which I think is a good card overall. Just destroy one of your opponent's spell or trap cards. It can come in clutch. Dark Eruption, because a lot of the zombies have less than 1,500 attack and they're all dark monsters, so that can be super helpful. Also, to bring out Dark Armed, it could be that one card that gets it to happen. I use 1 Terraforming, although you could argue to use 2 because, you know, Zombie World is such an important part of the deck, but honestly, I feel like one's enough. You'll either get that or Zombie World within your first turn or couple turns, so it's good. One Book of Moon because it can save you in a lot of plays, more than I think it's been given value for. One Forbidden Dress, which could easily be replaced with like Forbidden Chalice or another like staple card that could either protect your monsters or harm your opponent's monsters. But I use it just to protect my own, just because I think I want to keep those endless decays on the field, which can be like life-saving, especially if it loses like, what, 600 attack? Yeah, 600 attack. That's not going to do like a huge dent. Like then it attacks, oh, 3,400? Okay, that's too bad. And then a Magical Stone Excavation because there's literally no trap cards in this deck. It's all spells and monsters, so you can get back literally anything and get whatever 2 cards you want into the grave, which can be super helpful. And then for the extra deck, we use an Ancient Fairy Dragon, mainly for that Zombie World and for a little life point gain and defense power. And then we have an Archfiend Zombie Skull, which it's the one that, yeah, zombies can't be destroyed by card effects, right? Yeah, that's what it is. And then we have Revived King Hades, which is negates monsters destroyed by zombie types. And then Doom Kaiser Dragon. Right, when it's summoned, you summon an opponent's zombie from their grave, which Zombie World makes all their monsters zombies. So that comes in super clutch, probably more than any other. And then we have Master Key Beetle, which, you know, is just for protection. But then this deck does not focus really on the extra deck. It's more about bringing out like Endless Decay or just spamming your field with monsters that have decent attack power or can really overpower your opponent. But that is it for this deck profile, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a like. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Thank you.